we're going to fight for everything that we deserve. But at the same time, like, we need to play basketball. That's what our fans crave. And that's what all of you crave as well, is you want the product on the floor. And at the end of the day, that's how you make the money. That's how you're marketable. That's, I think, what the fans get excited about. That's what fans want to show up for. So, it's business and it's a negotiation, and there has to be compromise on both sides. And, we're starting to get down to the wire of it, and it's become really important. And, obviously I want to help in any way I can, and I try to educate myself the best I can. Obviously, I can't speak to every single number. It's pretty.
That particular statement captures the central message the WNBA will be facing throughout the season. Beyond the constant attention on internal conflicts and the ongoing exchanges surrounding collective bargaining discussions, Caitlin Clark offered one clear and unmistakable message: we cannot afford to put this momentum at risk. Her evaluation is completely justified.
And today, you guys, WNBA fans are so excited because Caitlin Clark is finally back on the court playing basketball, and it seems like she is 100%. She is going 5v5. Team USA is currently holding their training camp. So all the ladies will be in Durham this weekend training. As you can see, the roster here: Lauren Betts, Aaliyah Boston, Cam Brink, Paige Beckers, Veronica Burton, Sonia Citron, Caitlin Clark, Kalia Copper, Chelsea Gray, Brittany Griner, Dearica Hamby, Kiki Ariafen, Rakia Jackson, Brianna Jones, Kelsey Plum, Angel Reese, Juju Watkins, and Jackie.
In December 2024, during Team USA's training camp held in Durham, 16 top women's basketball players gathered officially to prepare for the 2026 FIBA World Cup. Still, a noticeable tension filled the environment. If the WNBA Players Association and the league are unable to settle their collective bargaining agreement stalemate by January 9th, the 2026 season could be seriously threatened. For these players, this is a genuine concern, not an overstatement. The group included star names such as Lauren Jackson, Breanna Stewart, Kelsey Plum, Angel Reese, Paige Beckers, and Caitlin Clark. Yet this meeting represented more than just basketball. The camp took place at a critical moment in the WNBA storyline, implying that what players say off the court may carry more influence than what they display on it.
But I think there are different things that we can find ways to say, no, like, we certainly deserve that and we're not going to compromise on that, and then other things that we can probably compromise on. But like I said, like, this is the biggest moment in the history of the WNBA, and I don't want that to be forgotten. Similar, it's important that we find a way to play this next season, and I think our fans and even everybody that has played in this league that has come before us deserve that as well.
Notice how she frames it. This marks a defining moment in the league's history. Not just important, but the most pivotal of all. Her quick pivot toward protecting next season's play reveals something essential. Caitlin Clark understands what needs to be stated clearly and without hesitation. Long-term growth cannot exist without games being played. Think back to the previous WNBA year. The 2024 season was approaching. Clark's transition to the professional level was uncertain. Angel Reese's impact as a pro was still unknown. Average attendance sat near 6,500. Now, the Indiana Fever alone draws more than 17,000 fans each night. This isn't slow progress. It's a massive shift. Clark's words matter because they go beyond on-court performance. They address the business reality being ignored in current negotiations. The WNBA has just finished its most successful season ever. Viewership rose by 70%. New media rights secured $2.2 billion over 11 years, and expansion fees climbed to $50 million per team. This is the kind of natural momentum that professional sports leagues dream of building upon.
Can we just give it up for Caitlin Clark's answer? Thank you, Caitlin. This is the biggest moment the WNBA has ever seen, and it's not something that can be messed up. I feel like I have been screaming this at the top of my lungs through all of the messiness that has happened over the past 2 seasons in the WNBA. You have a moment right now in women's basketball, and specifically in the WNBA. You have a boom that we have never seen in the history of this league. Do whatever you can to not mess it up, and they've already done multiple things that is like shooting themselves in the foot.
And there it stands, the need for compromise, even if unpopular in today's conversation, remains an unavoidable truth. Players are pushing for full-time charter flights for all teams, not only those in the playoffs, along with a higher share of revenue and better pay across the league. While these demands are understandable, the urgent priority is reaching enough middle ground now to prevent a work stoppage that could undo every recent success. At that same training camp, Kelsey Plum described the CBA negotiations as discouraging, pointing out a wide gap separating both sides. With December 2024 passing and a January 9th deadline looming, there is very little time left to close that distance. Unlike the NBA, which can rely on a massive fan base and deep-rooted infrastructure to survive a lockout, the WNBA does not have that luxury. This league is still being built from the ground up. Stopping progress halfway through construction would be a mistake that cannot be undone.
Team that is playing against them. Kelsey Plum off the screen, kicks to Caitlin Clark for 3. Caitlin Clark up the court. Another 3. Caitlin Clark off the screen, another 3. Her shot looks really good. There were other photos of her going around, I feel like the past couple weeks also, saying that it looks like she dropped some of the muscle that she did gain before last season. It's hard to tell. To be honest, you guys, I'm not really like body watching Caitlin Clark.
Watch this sequence carefully, as it clearly demonstrates the intense appetite for WNBA content throughout the offseason. Caitlin Clark had not appeared in competitive basketball since September 25th, 2024, when the Indiana Fever were eliminated by the Connecticut Sun in the opening playoff round. More than 2 months without Clark on the floor had built noticeable anticipation. Yet, in this moment, her motion looks smooth, her footwork sharp, her release effortlessly clean, and her shot carries zero hesitation. Any lingering doubts surrounding the physical changes from her rookie season, including whether added strength led to plantar fasciitis or other soft tissue concerns, fade away once her agility is on display. She appears relaxed, healthy, and most importantly, visibly enjoying herself.
Like that, you know, we had the photos last year from Media Day when she was like flexing and all that, and you could clearly see that she had put on a lot of muscle, but it's hard to tell here, so I'm not really going to comment on it. But there were some fans that were saying it looks like she dropped some of the muscle that she put on, and a lot of people were wondering if that is why she had so many soft tissue injuries during last season, but again, I don't know, so I'm just going to leave it at that. And here's another clip, you guys, of Caitlin Clark's signature 3. She's dribbling the ball up the court, goes to her left, step back 3-point.
Paige Bucher's game-winning sidestep over Caitlin Clark quickly spread across social media, while critics rushed to frame it as conclusive evidence of something larger. They missed the real point entirely. This moment represents exactly what fans want to see. 2 elite talents colliding in real competition, free from forced narratives or online theatrics, simply pure basketball. The chemistry between Caitlin and Paige is intriguing, reflecting different paths toward the same level of prominence. Clark entered the WNBA as the most celebrated rookie, meeting expectations despite constant physical pressure and scrutiny, firmly cementing her star power. Bucher's expected to arrive next season carries similar hype, but with a contrasting skill profile, offering greater defensive range and system-driven discipline. That contrast makes their matchups so engaging. More importantly, this training camp, these scrimmages, and this meaningful content are exactly what the WNBA needs. More of, not less. A work stoppage would wipe it all away. No games, no footage, no footage, no viral moments, no viral moments. No casual viewers evolving into loyal fans. The league's growth engine would grind to a halt.
And this is the kind of basketball that so many WNBA fans have been missing. And there's another clip that is also currently going viral, and it's Paige Bueckers' sidestep three on Caitlin Clark. And now obviously the Caitlin Clark haters are loving this, but I also love this too. I love to see two great players like Paige, like Caitlin, playing either on the same team or against one another. But check this out. So there's a long rebound here. Paige gets it, pump fake, sidestep, drains the three, and that is game.
Angel Reese works the post against Paige Bueckers, attempting to set a screen on Caitlin Clark as Jackie Young rotates over in support. This sequence highlights the advanced defensive concepts that some critics long claimed the WNBA lacked. Now, visible even during a practice environment with players still building chemistry, the defensive attention Clark draws is unmistakable, even within a scrimmage where intensity is often toned down. The level of effort needed to limit her is clear. Paige aggressively denies her the ball while Jackie Young shifts into help position, all occurring without a structured game plan. Picture that same pressure applied at playoff intensity. This also challenges the recurring narrative that Caitlin Clark cannot defend, a claim that oversimplifies reality. Watch her positioning closely. She avoids reckless steal attempts or unnecessary reaching. Instead, she stays disciplined on her assignment and directs offensive players toward help. This is sound, fundamental basketball. While she may not be an elite defender, her defensive reliability is absolutely sufficient for a player carrying such a heavy offensive burden.
For team, we'll just call them Team Gray right here in Team USA training camp. But it is so interesting because so many outlets are picking up this clip and it's like, oh, Paige Bueckers drains a three in Caitlin Clark's face. And she did. She absolutely did. But this is fun. I just love to see all these young players out there competing.
And this moment represents the apex. Players from diverse backgrounds, different draft years, and varied origins come together with a shared goal, representing Team USA at the highest level. The energy is tangible in their celebratory gestures and competitive intensity. This is women's basketball performing at its truest merit. Crucially, however, all this positive momentum and excitement vanishes if the 2026 season fails to happen due to CBA complications. Team USA would continue, and players would keep training, but the WNBA itself, the platform enabling these moments, would suffer a severe, potentially irreversible setback. The CBA negotiations remain delicate. Both sides raise legitimate points, yet the consequences of failure are heavily uneven. Players facing a work stoppage risk losing a year of prime earning potential and stalling league growth. Conversely, if the league resists player demands, a strike could erode fan interest and permanently strain player relations. Players request what seems reasonable: universal charter flights not limited to playoffs. Currently, the WNBA allows charters for back-to-back games and playoff series, but regular season travel is mostly commercial. The NBA has offered full charter access for decades, while elite athletes endure commercial flights, delays, layovers, and the physical toll, a strain that is unsustainable. They also seek a larger share of revenue. Unlike the NBA's 50-50 split, the 2020 WNBA CBA uses a complex formula without a guaranteed fixed percentage. Players want more clarity, particularly with new media deals projected to deliver $200 million annually from 2026. Timing is deliberate, yet complicated. Commissioner Kathy Engelbert notes the WNBA has generally operated at a loss, subsidized by the NBA with tens of millions annually. Some analysts argue conservative accounting masks actual profitability even using league figures. Fiscal reality cannot be ignored. Players counter that. Investment drives growth, claiming charter flights. Higher salaries and improved conditions will boost performance, fan experience, and league expansion. A valid point. The immediate question is affordability now versus potential future revenue. Caitlin Clark's key remarks address this tension. She doesn't question players' entitlement but suggests that the cost of non-play could outweigh compromise. A practical, business-minded view critical for negotiations. Consider the stakes. The 2024 WNBA season averaged 1.2 million national viewers, up from 440,000 in 2020, while finals drew 1.63 million. Attendance rose 48% year over year. This is substantial, not marginal. Growth is directly linked to talents like Clark and Reese. But growth is fragile, especially in women's sports, where media attention can quickly disappear without consistent product.